All right, you guys ready? Welcome everybody as we look back at the 2024-2025 school year. Seems like it went by seems like it went by really fast, yet the fall seems like a really long time ago. We started this year working on I Put This Moment Here. And I know as we started this year, the staff was pretty fired up. We were pretty intent on figuring out this show and getting it all right. Okay, lots of things I'm going to remember about this fall. First of which, I don't know how this got started, but every Saturday, more and more Dr. Pepper shirts showed up. I see some tonight. Where's the Dr. Pepper Club? As a show, the show was really filled with some really great moments. I want to recognize our outstanding quartet of soloists. Catherine and Miles started the ballad. Such a beautiful melody. It was, yeah. And then Kathy and Jeremiah took over from there. And that just became one of the best productions we've ever done. Kathy, I think it was worth going to Flugel jail for the week, right? Yeah. I want to recognize and appreciate the growth of the color guard this year. We went from 23 members last year to 40 this year with the help of 25 freshmen. And really from the first moment when the flags came out, you know, it just sent the message that Logan Color Guard is back. So congratulations to the Color Guard. Winning High Color Guard at WBA Championships is a huge accomplishment. We should all also recognize the growth in the percussion section. It's been a lot of years since we've heard some percussion parts anywhere close to that level of cleanliness. And although you ended up second place in percussion, that is such a huge achievement. You beat the group that won WGI World Championships in the fall. It's pretty outstanding. And really to everyone, what an epic finish to the marching season. I remember thinking in September that this show really was going to be something special, and everything really felt like it was coming together until like mid-October. It just kind of felt like we lost a lot of momentum all of a sudden. Everything just kind of stalled. I remember being in a leadership meeting and just saying to the group, do you want it or not? Because if you want it, you have to work for it, and you have to go take it. You know, and I left that meeting not really knowing what everybody was going to do, but the next rehearsal was about as silent as rehearsals are, and it was clear that there was only one competitor that we needed to worry about, Mother Nature. As we approached championships, I remember checking my phone probably about 30 times an hour in the last 10 days leading up to championships. As soon as the forecast was available on my phone, I was all over it all the time. And it just always looked like rain, and more rain, and more rain. And yeah, as we got closer, I just kept saying, man, if we can only get 10 minutes with no rain, we really do have a chance. And just none of us knew. WBA got kicked out of their show site because of the rain, and they had to scramble. Fortunately, they were able to throw together Sunnyside High School and Fresno State at the last second. Perhaps, maybe, they should have ordered restrooms to go with those sites. I'm just throwing that out there. Do y'all remember the restrooms at Fresno State? Yeah? No, that's because they didn't have any. Yeah, there was just a couple old outhouses that had massively been overused. So, but that's for another day. Yeah, amazingly, Mother Nature is also a fan of James Logan because the weekend couldn't have been any better. And I'm so proud of all of you for topping the weekend off by winning both prelims and finals and bringing home another WBA title for James Logan. But the year didn't end there. Of course not. We went right into Winter Guard season, where we saw the return of Logan Open. And their show Found really developed into an outstanding show, and they did an outstanding job all season. Logan World, their show on Borrowed Time was truly phenomenal, and they dominated everywhere they went, including the WGI Union City Regional and CCGC Championships. I think when you're winning by 6 or 7 full points, it's okay to say dominating. Does that sound fair? Yeah. So congratulations to Jazz and the staff and the members of the Logan Color Guard for another amazing season. The World Percussion also had a great season. Time Emits. Yeah. Time Emits was a creative look at the butterfly effect through a musical palindrome. One judge described the show saying, "This is something that I didn't know I needed in my life." And it was great to see the success of the fall continue into the winter season as Logan Percussion won NCPA Championship. So congratulations to Mr. Crosco and the entire percussion staff and all of the members of Logan Percussion. And that is the trifecta that we were always going for. Marching Band Championships, Color Guard Championships, and Percussion Championships all in the same year. So congratulations to everyone for your part of that. And then, of course, there's our concert bands. Concert band did a phenomenal job, and if you haven't been in concert band, let me tell you, that is the best behaved class on campus. They don't say a word. Okay? Yeah. Symphonic Band of Sailors in Wales. I tell you, I just love walking around a band director conference and say, yeah, our second band's playing the Sailors in Wales. You know, that's just not normal. But you guys did an awesome job. And Wind Symphony. What can I say about Wind Symphony? Other than that, you are truly capable of amazing things when you choose to. Okay? We won't talk about away day. But yeah, ask a friend. It was so awesome to perform Timothy Marr's music in front of Timothy Marr. It was awesome to travel to Fresno, and everybody just kept talking about La Forza and how good you guys were. So I hope you all know that I'm super proud of you, and I love making music with you every day. And then there's the jazz program, where, not this jazz, where we grew to 3 jazz bands. Jazz Lab, who's a Jazz Lab? Yeah. Man, if you compare what you did at the Winter Spectacular, you know, where you were playing In the Mood, All Small and Terrified, to what you did at the concert like last week, that was amazing. Just the amount of growth. So really good job, Jazz Lab. Some great work here. And Jazz B, Stingers up. Stingers up. Yeah. I know you had a good time every morning, right? Yeah? Most mornings? I I know I had a good time most mornings, so thank you, Jazz B, for all the great work that you did. And Jazz A. Woo! I walked into Jazz A the other day, and it just sounds like a college band. Like, I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's just so, like, the high caliber of player and what you guys are doing in Jazz A is truly phenomenal. It was a pleasure to share the stage with you last week. So, congratulations. Yeah. Congratulations to all our ensembles on an outstanding year. Yeah. We're going to recognize a lot of people tonight. First off, I want to ask all first-year members to stand up. First-year members, this is your first year in Symphony Band. First-year members, today you get your JL letter. At the end, y'all get all this stuff at the end, but I hope you wear it on your jacket with pride. Thank you, first-year members. Second-year members, two-year members, stand up. Second-year members tonight, I know, you did it all for this little pen. But boy, will this pen look cool next to your letter on your jacket. So, thank you, second-year members. Third-year members, 3 years in the band, please stand. This group always gets the special thank you because you stayed in band even when you didn't need PE credit anymore. So thank you for all you do. Tonight, you get your band lanyard. Got my L words confused. You get your band lanyard. You know, now you tell your parents you need keys to put on your lanyard. Okay? So thank you, third-year members. And lastly, four-year members, please stand. This is, yeah, think back to what the world was in your freshman year to where it is now. This is a very special group. Thank you all for sticking with band for 4 years and staying with it. I'm so happy that we were able to bring a championship home. Not because we needed another championship on the wall, but because you are a class that deserved it. So thank you for all you've done for your members. Tonight at the end, you're going to receive your class of graduate or class of 2025 stole for graduation. Thank you for your members. All right, we'll recognize some other people. Can I get Jayla, Josh, and Apollo to stand? There are very few people that truly know how hard your job is and how heavy that met becomes, okay? And how much work you do behind the scenes just so others can, you know, be in the spotlight. So thank you, drum majors, for all you have done. Next, let's bring Glennis up here. It's an even smaller group that really know how hard it is to be the one musically responsible for such a big group, okay, and how much rides on your ability to maintain composure under pressure. So thank you. Yeah, it's true. It is true. So let's all thank Glennis for what she's done. She's amazing leader on the field and off. Now we're going to recognize groups from all the various ensembles. We're going to start with color guard. Let's welcome Mr. Legaspi up here.
Hey fam, how we feeling? Good. Alright, I've got some awards and some people to acknowledge in our color guard space. I'll try to keep it concise and brief and also, spend some time to recognize some amazing individuals. First of all, color guard, this was a very successful year for all of you guys, so I'm incredibly proud of your accomplishments and for you being able to work through any roadblocks you had along the way. Very successful year for the color guard, successful year for the world guard, and also for the open guard, and it looks like we're going to have 46 marching this upcoming fall. So we're continuing to grow, and I'm excited for what we have yet to do. All right, so without further ado, I will go ahead and start. This first award is going to be our most improved for the open guard. I have some awards for the open guard, the world guard, and then also the color guard at large. And so this individual came into our universe not having attended any summer rehearsals, and I was a little bit nervous that they were going to be behind throughout the entirety of the year just because they didn't have the training opportunity that a lot of new people did. And she slowly proved that she would be rehearsing on her own, she would be putting in the work inside and outside of rehearsal, and she has become an asset to this color guard, and not only that, she's an amazing person. Our most improved for the open guard is Riley Brown. Come on up. Alrighty, our next recipient, this is going to be an outstanding dancer for the open guard. First of all, a lot of the open guard was our incoming freshmen, and you have all grown so much in your movement abilities. One person in particular really has caught my attention and has in recent dance choreography pieces such as Gala and I think even New Haven Day has been cast in more advanced parts. She has been captivating since the first couple of counts of the open guard show and continues to grow in her movement training. Our outstanding dancer goes to Miss Selena Flores. All right, we next have our outstanding flag. Oh my gosh, this one was really tough to decide. There were so many of you that were outstanding at flag, and a lot of the production was flag dominant in the open guard show. One person was really shining throughout the season. I think was deciding that she wanted to take on more complex skills, like a 45 with a jazz split, a 45, I think she even tried it with a tuck and a roll underneath, and she performed it with poise and elegance in her solo. And our outstanding flag for the open guard goes to Miss Gabrielle Gabet. Our next one is our outstanding saber. If you've watched this person perform, it's undeniable that they are outstanding, doing the craziest tricks underneath and executing it well, all meanwhile having a very fierce composure about how she performs it. Our outstanding saber goes to Miss Miriam Lewinberg. Alright, right, congratulations, Open Guard. We will go ahead and move on to the World Guard. All right, our next award for the World Guard is the Most Improved. This person looked at me like I was crazy because of what I asked of her. We had an unexpected performer personnel change in the World Guard, and we had a vacancy in a saber spot, and I thought it was going to be one person, and quickly I realized that I needed it to shift to a different person, just for the season. And this person looked at me like I was crazy. I said, please learn all of the choreography that we had already been working on all December. And she looked at me like I was crazy. But by the end of the season, she was definitely one of the strongest sabers on the line. And she continues to grow in her skill set. She is only a freshman, but she's performing as if she's already advanced in her years. Beautiful performer, beautiful composure, beautiful dancer underneath. Our most improved is Megan Tang. All right, I know this one is about the World Guard, but there are so many things, beautiful things I could say about this person. This person was an undeniable flag soloist for us in the World Guard. She was consistent, excellent, beautiful, and poised every single time. Rarely had any errors in rehearsal and in performance, and was responsible for corralling 20 plus freshmen on a flag line for I Put This Foam in Here. Without her, it would have been impossible to get the outcome that we did for both the winter and also in the fall. I'm so proud of you in your academic achievements and also your color guard achievements. Good luck to you in Hawaii, Miss Malaya. All right, this next one is going to be our Outstanding Saber Award. Wow, this person is almost terrifying on saber, dare I say. She is the type of person that I think every time she catches her saber that it's going to break in half, this titanium piece of metal. She has been instrumental in shaping the saber line for both the fall and also the winter. This person is a beast on saber and is a model of what a saber performer should be. And so our Outstanding Saber goes to Miss Genevieve Mena. All right. The next one is going to be our Outstanding Rifle. This one was really, really tough to decide on. This person has certainly grown in their element in terms of being a performer on rifle, and actually was watching all of the run-throughs from the beginning of the winter season all the way until the end, and I was having to compare stats between a few performers, and both people I had in mind were really good contenders. However, one really stood out for this year, and I'm proud to announce Mr. Ankoa as our outstanding. Okay, we got a couple more here. All right, our next award is our Outstanding Dancer for the World Guard. This person, if you were to remove everybody else from the room, she absolutely knows how to command a stage presence. She's someone where if you were to just watch her only for a run-through, it would be enough to stand on its own. Knows how to command a room, has beautiful extension, energy changes, flexibility, flips upside down, can probably flip 100 times in the air and land beautifully. She has been consistent for us in the fall ever since I met her. And just in general, in all her years here, she's been an outstanding model for a dancer. Our Outstanding Dancer is Miss Abigail Barris. Okay, we got two more here. Congratulations, Open and World Guard. We're going to move into more general categories for the color guard. This one is for an overall throughout the entire year. We had some difficulty choosing the Rookie of the Year for the color guard just because all of our rookies, you have been so outstanding and so amazing. You should be very proud of yourselves. I'm very proud of you. There are two. I wanted to give one of these, but I could not live with myself if I only gave one, so I'm giving two. And this first Rookie of the Year, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. I can't believe you have never done color guard before and you also made it into the world guard this winter. You have been eclectic, amazing, a wonderful person to be around, a wonderful performer, and doing complex skills that would not be expected of you in your first year ever doing color guard. One of our rookies of the year is Miss Ariel Darren. Okay, and the second and our last Rookie of the Year for these awards is going to be someone I actually didn't know was a rookie, just because when I met this person at auditions and as they started going through the process, they already knew exactly what to do. Lo and behold, I did not know that this person actually had not done color guard since 7th grade, and that was absolutely revolutionary to me. Really talented performer, silent but deadly in their skill set. So proud of you, Miss Chloe Kalai. All right, we've got two more over here. Let's see how to talk about this one. I came to Logan in 2021, and I was extremely nervous when I got here just because I knew what Logan was, what Logan is, as you all know what Logan was and what Logan is. And it was intimidating, and I was trying to find someone to help keep me grounded, someone who I could find as dependable as a performer. And this person proved to be extremely dependable with advanced skill sets, with simple skill sets, and over the years has become what I would consider to be legendary in Logan Guard history. You will be extremely missed, and you are certainly someone who is worthy of the Performer of the Year award. Thank you for your consistency. Thank you for your excellence. I hope you carry those mantras in whatever you do in life. Our Performer of the Year this year goes to Mr. John Martino. All right, last but not least, Captain, my Captain, oh my Captain, thank you so much for all that you did for us this entire year. You have been someone who has been so dependable. If I needed something, you always said yes without questioning what I was asking you to do. You were someone who knew how to anticipate. You knew the fine line of how to be stern, but also to remain as a teammate and be endearing and encouraging to your younger counterparts. You are someone who I think is going to be successful in what you do inside and outside of color guard, whether you stick with it or not. I hope you take your leadership skills. I hope you continue to exercise patience in wherever you go. This year would not have been a success without you, and I'm so indebted and grateful to what you have done for the program. Thank you, Admirals.
All right, how's everybody doing? We are going to transition to. We're going to transition to Concert Band Awards. Everyone, I know the seniors, this is like your most cherished memories. 7:30 a.m., tuning drones, metronomes. Lull you into a nice, But this year I know sometimes I'm a little pedantic. But I saw a real minimum rolling of the eyes this year, and just a real consistent effort every morning and through first period, and the results showed when we got to Band Spectacular and you played Adventures, that piece of Band Spectacular. I walked up to the podium and Dr. Wilkie's like, that sounded really, really good. It's like, I think it's because it was like 5 p.m. and not 7:30. Anyway, I've got a handful of awards to recognize some most improved and some outstanding performers from the concert band. Most improved, we had a bunch of people who picked up secondary instruments, French horns, oboes, for the first time. And so it's easy to pick one of those people, but at the same time it's hard to pick from amongst them. For our first most improved, she picked up the oboe. She did a fantastic job. Ended up with a solo to open a piece after playing the oboe for, I don't know, a couple months. Not to mention she played piano for the jazz program, Alicia Saul. And I'll just come up, shake my hand. I'll hold your certificate so you don't have to like dance around with it later, and you can get it from us on Monday. Does that work for you? If you really want it, you can have it. All right, I got another most improved. Again, sticking it with the theme of thank you for picking up that instrument. We didn't have anybody playing it, and we desperately needed it. We had 4 French horn players in concert band, all of whom were brand new to the instrument this year. A woodwind player and 3 trumpets switched over. One of them, at one point, the others were switching over. I'm like, I've got 80 students. Natalie, will you please go take them and help them out and teach them some of the starting fingerings and stuff like that? And Natalie had barely been playing the instrument for just a few months since middle school herself. Turned out to do a great job leading our burgeoning French horn section. And I'm so thankful she's here that she made the switch from trumpet, Natalie Timbang. Moving on to recognize some of the outstanding performances, and man, did we have some great performers. We had a variety of opportunities for people to show their stuff with solos in the festival music and solos in the gala and the winter spectacular music, and at Band Spectacular there was a number of solos, and these players just kept coming through for us time and time again. And a lot of times in concert band, when these solos step out, it might be their sophomore or junior year, and things just start to click and you see light bulbs go on. One of those performers for us, a really rising young clarinet player, Damien Lee. Sticking with the theme of students who is like, where did that come from? And just all of a sudden they look confident, they hold the instrument different, there's poise, there's expression. Another person who played a number of solos for us and did an outstanding job, and it's just, oh, there you are, you're doing really good. Jade, where's Jade? Jade's practice. All right, every morning when I get to the band room, just about every morning, there's a few days I meet him here, I know Dr. Wilkie's going to be there. I also know Braden's going to be there, he doesn't have a choice. But there's always somebody else. I'm like, how did you get here and get your instrument out so fast? And it's like every morning, and they're doing warm-ups, and they're playing scales, Where's Dilshaw? Dilshaw also plays a mean piano. There's like a theme here, a jazz band piano players. All right. Outstanding brass. Another outstanding brass award. This player caught my ear early in the year when they're in band room 2, and it's like, you're playing Festival of Variations? And I look out and I'm like, that's a freshman who like memorized or figured it out. I haven't had a chance to ask yet. Ethan, did you just figure it out by ear? He's not here. He's not here? Did he figure it out by ear, or did he like get sheet music from somebody? From you? And I was like, wow, that's really good. And then Ethan, over the course of the year, he really showed this obviously Euphonium was a great fit for him. When he played his solos, and especially the one in Adventures, there was just so much expression. So Ethan's doing an awesome job wherever he practices. He's practicing. Thanks. All right, I want to recognize an outstanding percussionist. I always ask this young gentleman to make a change, and I wasn't sure what he thought because his facial expression was very stoic. He would nod, and the next time it would be different, be better. And he was always very responsive and played great in concert band. Matthew. So hard with concert band because so many people grow so much over the course of the year. I just want to recognize everyone's accomplishments. There's a couple that I didn't get a chance. They didn't really have these standout moments like the soloists did to shine, but they did stand out in another way by going and representing Logan at Allstate as freshmen. We had 2 concert band who went in, and we're so proud of them for taking Logan and just doing so well on our behalf and representing the school so well. That's Donovan Phipps and Trevon. Yeah!
We're moving into Jazz B Awards. Yeah. First award, Most Improved. About a month ago, I told this person, I don't know how to help you. Like you gotta, whatever you have to do, you gotta go figure it out because, you know, your rhythm is so bad that I'm at a loss. And everybody in Jazz B remembers that day. It was me at my best. But I have to say that he did figure it out, and I never spoke to him about it again because I didn't want to mess it up. Because every time I would say, yeah, that was it, he would immediately the next time. Yeah. So I went like the last month without talking to Perry about his piano solo, but he really did end up doing a great job. I'm really proud of you, Perry Pay. You're welcome. If you get a certificate tonight, you're welcome to hand it right back, and we'll have it nice and flat for you next week. But we'll know if you don't pick it up. Okay, it'll be like a Tyler Room Solo Ensemble folder. So, just saying. So you're welcome to get the certificate back if you don't want to take it right now. All right, everybody in jazz knows, the heart and soul of jazz is soloing, and we had some outstanding soloists in B Band, but none impressed me so much as Justin Wong. Next, I'm going to give out 2 awards I call the Outstanding Jazz Performance because they're just great players and also great soloists. The first one goes to a really just developing player who has come so far in the last year. I want to recognize Nico West. He's going to destroy that certificate, so I'll hold on to that. Nico got the pleasure of being the second best trumpet player in the room in the morning, right? But he is working on it, so I'm going to practice. Last, Outstanding Jazz Performance just goes to an exceptional person who was just kind of the, what do you call it? Hi. Anchor, that's the word! Just the anchor of really the whole band. I'm really going to miss Giselle Ramos. Giselle is committed to a fine institution next year, Fresno State. Woo! Go Dogs, yeah. All right, here's Mr. Frasco with Jazz A Awards. That's how it's done. For Jazz A, we got a couple of awards, pretty similar to the Jazz B Awards. I don't know if we did it. Oh, you did. Okay, it's first. All right. We are going to have a most improved for Jazz A as well. But like all the bands, everybody always improves a lot. So it's typically a hard one to pick. I think this one was actually, this particular most improved actually was pretty easy to pick. This performer grew a lot, kind of taking on a new instrument for the most part, and having to learn a new style on that instrument. Over the course of the year, definitely grew to be really strong in the rhythm section. Our most improved is Shohani. Outstanding Soloist is next. I feel like some of these are going to be kind of obvious. Maybe this one is. This person was featured on the last concert. If you went to the concert, you definitely heard an outstanding solo from this player. It's not Dr. Logan. This was okay. No, the outstanding soloist, Apollo. The jazz band was really good. I don't know if you guys saw them at all. It's a strong band this year. Having to pick kind of people to win awards was a little challenging because of that. I'm giving 2 outstanding performance awards, which is just general, you're really good, and you make the band sound really good. It's basically what that is. I think these, one of them, the band really only sounds as good as this player sounds and as good as this player makes the band sound. So, outstanding jazz performance, Kathy. second outstanding jazz performance, actually, similarly, the band is going to sound a lot stronger and fuller because of this person. Okay, so our second outstanding jazz performance is Samir. I need my script for this one. I have to read this legally verbatim, so I'm going to read that to you here. This is the Louis Armstrong Award. Louis Armstrong was an American jazz musician and singer. Armstrong's influence extends well beyond jazz music. By the end of his career in the 1960s, he was widely regarded as a profound influence on popular music in general. The Louis Armstrong Award was first inaugurated in 1974, and it is the top senior jazz award, the highest level interscholastic award given to a musician. It is given out by high schools nationwide, recognized outstanding musical achievement and incredible dedication to the program. So it's basically just the top jazz award. This gets passed out at every high school across the country that has a jazz band. Very prestigious award. Plaque. It's pretty cool. And the Louis Armstrong Award this year is going to Xavier. Yeah!
To all the jazz fans, you guys really made some strides this year. It really took off. I was super impressed with all your concerts. So one more round of applause for all the jazz programs. All right, Symphonic Band. I had a fabulous time teaching Symphonic Band. I always have a good time teaching, but even if some days you don't believe that. But this year they just really well balanced. We had the players we needed, all the positions to tackle some really top-notch repertoire, and they did it to a really high degree. We always set our goal for concert season as get compliments in the clinic, and let's not get talked to about things like how to tune our instruments and embouchures and correct fingerings. Let's get a clinic on interpretation and musicianship, things that are going to help us make choices later on down the road, and they excelled at that. Clinician after clinician raved about your performance, so I couldn't be more proud. Want to recognize a few most improved: Woodwinds, Percussion Brass, same as the other groups. Again, French horns. We had two actual French horn players, and we had a clarinet player and a trumpet player who switched to French horn to help us out. One of those was a senior, and she not only switched to French horn, but ended up being our principal and just kind of French horn mama, I think, in the Symphonic Band section. Where's Anaya? I swore. I kept trying to kick her out of the practice room for the Symphony. She wasn't enrolled in the Symphony. But she kept showing up, and I kept saying, "Where's your pass from your other class?" And she never had one. She just said, "It was okay, it was okay." But I swear, Nicolina, it wasn't every day that you were down there in second and third. Yeah. This girl put in so many hours in the practice room on that tuba, just out of sight, doing the work, behind the scenes, and it's really paying off when you're playing Nicolina. So, most improved, Nicolina. All right, there's there's a few instruments in the band that are just, you can't catch a break. You're either good, getting better, or you're a tragedy. You're a liability. And it's just the way it goes. I know. I played the E-flat clarinet, and that thing, you can't kind of do it and hope to hide. That thing sticks out like a sore thumb. What does Steve Sanchez call it? The middle finger of the orchestra. It is loud, it is piercing, it doesn't like to be in tune, you gotta learn all these new fingerings. And Jayla picked that up for us this year. And it wasn't always perfect, right, Jayla? But you kept going back to that practice room, you kept going back to lessons, you kept trying new things, and you and Natalie ended up playing really well in tune a lot of the time. So I'm really looking forward to see where you go with that E-flat clarinet. You did a great job this year, Jayla. So that's all of our most improves. Most improved is such a hard award because you all just improve all the time. All right, outstanding brass. If I think of somebody in the symphonic band that's always going to bring positive energy, a vibrant personality, and not only that, in terms of professionalism, there were some situations where this person was not principal, wasn't supposed to have to play the solos, but regularly had to, and was always prepared to do it, which is, I mean, that's the mark of a professional, well-prepared musician. They don't know if they're going to have to do it, but just in case, they're going to have it down. And Ziggy was always ready to do that. He's representing Logan at BDB, he did winter percussion, he's all over the program. All right, speaking of people that are enthusiastic about band, and I've always wanted to do Sailors and Whales, but there's two things I knew I had to have. I had to have a class that was going to be willing to sing, which you guys did really well. I was really impressed with your singing. You also have to have a trumpet player who can play high D at the very end of a 15-minute piece. And you don't get that in the second band at most high schools, ever. Right? And I wanted to do the piece, but it's always, oh, they can hit it, but are they going to be able to hit it all the time? And I know he loves to play that note. And he waited for that note like all rehearsal long. Nico. Now, once he learns to not warm up with that high D. All right, outstanding woodwinds. This is just another one of those players where, hey, here's a solo, figure it out in a few weeks. Oh, by the way, it's on an instrument that you haven't played before, so here's the instrument too. And Jana rose to the occasion on the English horn for Strange Humors and for New World Dances, both of which are not just straight ahead horn solos. And she made a gorgeous sound, and it was like, not only that, she got the instrument, and then she had to go on like, she went abroad, she went on independent study for like a week and a half and couldn't take it, but she's got a real knack for it. Is Jana here? Is Jana around somewhere? She's practicing. There she is, she's in the back. Oboe is not a forgiving instrument. Speaking of unforgiving instruments, I think that's the theme here. And this goes back to what we were talking about in concert band, where someone is in the program, they're doing a great job, maybe they haven't had that moment to step out yet, haven't necessarily noticed them, and then all of a sudden, one day, we're sitting in the office and you hear playing out in the room before rehearsal, and you're like, what's that sound? You know you playing the piccolo? Oh, nope. It's just Natalie coming out of nowhere and playing a mean piccolo. Right? really good intonation. Her and Jayla work really well together. It just nails on all of her parts. Where's Natalie? Natalie, go with praise. Natalie's one of those players where you look down to give a cue and it's like she's looking right at you, like really intently, like, oh shoot. I hope I'm right. She's really paying attention to me. This outstanding percussion award. There aren't many djembe parts that could be like orchestral excerpts, right? That could be on a solo. And again, we picked string Schubert's without a whole lot of rehearsal time. And Allison she picked up the djembe part. Crosco sat next to her one day and kind of played with her, and every time she came back, she was a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. She's doing an awesome job. She played great at the concert, and I forgot to give her a bow with the soloist. And I felt really bad about that ever since. Maybe it's because she was over there. But that is not an easy djembe part. Where's Allison Bonilla? I got one more. We added a fourth drum major because the band's getting big again. And we had our reservations about adding a fourth drum major, right? Because we have a sequence to it, sophomore, junior, senior. And knowing that this fourth drum major was never going to get off the backside line and was not going to get the glory, the spotlight of being on the front podium, it's hard to try to find that right candidate. And we weren't sure what that role was going to be. But I don't think we could have found a better first person to be that fourth drum major than Josh Molsky. He really went and basically he wrote the job description for that position. He was there every morning. He was helping the other drum majors out, supporting the sophomore drum major. I think you guys know Josh. He was supportive of all of you. He's just a great presence and a good energy. So thanks, Josh. Really appreciate it.
There's something I've never done. We're going to do some Win Symphony Awards, starting with the most improved. When I think of a most improved, especially in Win Symphony, it's like you don't get into Win Symphony if you're not good. So it's not from good to, or it's not from okay to good. The most improved to me is like an emerging superstar. It's somebody that started good and you can tell is just headed to great things. And that's definitely true of this person. I keep noticing him playing around the building, and every single time I'm more and more impressed. Most improved Win Symphony goes to Brendan Malvina. So many outstanding players. We're going to do some outstanding brass, outstanding woodwinds, and outstanding percussion awards like the other bands. But if I was going to give a most improved section, I want to give a shout out to the trumpet section in Win Symphony. That is by far the difference from 1 year last year to this year. Most improved section. So many great double reeds. You're outstanding. Saxophones. I finally got your solo and ensemble piece out of my head. But it was because it was so good. So many great players. Trombones, I don't think it's fair that there's 5 of you, because you all get kind of lumped together when each one of you is individually outstanding. So many great players. I would love to give you all certificates, but we would still be here tomorrow. So I'm going to say the outstanding brass players. I kind of choose this word by what does the Win Symphony sound like when they're not there? And there's a noticeable difference when Kathy and Jeremiah are not around. So, outstanding brass wind symphony are going to Kathy and to Jeremiah. Outstanding woodwinds. Again, there could be 20, but I think it's important to recognize the one person that was a rare freshman in the Wind Symphony 3 years ago, and that is Glennis Leon. And our other outstanding woodwind, again, just a beautiful, beautiful player. She was an outstanding soloist in the marching band, Catherine Timbang. Outstanding percussionist, man, it could be one of 8 people. So it was a hard decision, but the outstanding percussionist in the Wind Symphony is someone that also represented in all states and just is a phenomenal player. If you didn't see his marimba solo, you really missed out. Brandon Liu. Next awards, sometimes there's people, and you're like, I know I need to give them an award, but what award? And really, I just want to see what they're going to do when they get this award. So these two are just the heart and soul of the band. They are the most enthusiastic people I know. They are the Krista Ballers. Is that it? You want to do a dance or something? Definitely worth the cost of a piece of paper.
Good job. Thank you so much.
Last award for Wind Symphony is the John Philip Sousa Award. And just like the Louis Armstrong Award, the John Philip Sousa Award is an award given out by high schools all across the country. You can only choose one. Since its inauguration in 1954, thousands of U.S. high schools have presented the John Philip Sousa Band Award to their most outstanding band student. The award recognizes those young musicians displaying superior musicianship, leadership, dependability, loyalty, cooperation, and other qualities of conduct which school instrumental music programs strive to impart. The Sousa Award is the top nationwide prize in the school band field and promotes the entire band by encouraging musicians to greater achievement and enthusiasm while providing an inspiring stimulus for potential instrumentalists. That all being said, I can't think of a person who is a better blend of talent and enthusiasm and just a great attitude, Miles.
percussion. Percussion time. First of all, nice job, percussion. We had a good year. The second place finish in the fall was pretty sweet. Second place right behind like one of the winningest groups in the country, which is pretty significant. And then the winter season was a lot of fun. Time was admitting. The show was cool. I had a great time putting it together with you guys. It's always fun, kind of building the show, but it was a lot of fun this year in particular. So thanks for a good year. Some awards for percussion. We're gonna start with our new member, our Outstanding New Member Award. So this is going to a first year, which is like generally freshmen, but not necessarily. Our sixth period, our freshman class is a pretty good class this year. A strong freshman group that I think is going to be really promising for some years to come here. There was a standout, I think, for the Outstanding New Member, and that goes to Diego. Most improved. I know everyone's saying like, oh, everybody improved so much, and it really is true. Like everybody does really improve a lot. This person definitely was a standout in terms of the amount of improvement that he made over the course of the year. Switching instruments from fall to winter, and then having to like make the visual thing happen with like one of the most difficult instruments to march with. So our most improved is JJ. Yeah! We have two Outstanding Performer Awards, one for the battery, one for the pit. Okay, and this is basically just a standout, not necessarily like in terms of like the performance, but kind of all around great member, great player, great performer, good part of the team. Okay, so our battery Outstanding Performer goes to Jonah.
I get the opportunity to present this award to this person, and I'm here for the first time because I would be completely remiss if I didn't call this person out. But I remember walking into the band room for our workshop, and we go through this every year. We're excited for new members, but I felt for the first time in my years here how nervous I was, mainly because we're going to be missing this person so much when they leave. There's a lot that goes into the front ensemble that doesn't get noticed. A lot of the wires that have to be put together, a lot of buttons that need to be pushed, a lot of the logistics that no one really ever catches. For me personally, this person also helped me become a better teacher. And I'm really going to miss her when she leaves, but the Outstanding New Member goes to Ash.
Thanks, Tian. All right, we have two more. Our last two. These are our plaques, our fancy plaque awards. First one, this is an award that we started doing last year. We call it the Heart Award, which is, was named after now an alumni, right, that came back to help. But basically, this is our top award for a percussionist, or someone that is in the percussion ensemble that is not a percussionist, right? So we have our cymbals and our dancers and some front ensemble folks that come in from other sections and join us. So this person definitely earned his spot, really like helping make the rehearsals happen. Show up, walk into the gym and like, hey, the Met's ready to go, and there's a speaker up top, and we just go, right? Like never had to worry about it. So the Heart Award this year is going to Kevin. All right, and our last percussion award is our MVP, Most Valuable Percussionist. And this, it can be about their playing, it can be about their, their leadership, it can be about just kind of their impact on the group. It's all of those things. This performer joined us and was like really not super great his first year, which he'll be the first to admit too. Like I'm not, he'll call himself on it too. But just his work ethic and drive is just unparalleled, and the amount of growth that he showed over the 4 years and the leader that he became to really help build the group up to what we are this year. Honestly, Jordan, I think like you are a big part of why we were so successful this year. So, Jordan, MVP.
Just a quick couple more people to thank before we get seniors their graduation stoles, but none of this would be possible without all of our parents who, like, even on a day like this in a potluck, they're here serving you. Thank you, parents. Let's give them all a round of applause. And truly, of all the things that are great at James Logan, you all don't know this because you haven't been to other schools, like we all have, but the boosters run in a way that allow all of us to worry about you, and they take care of everything else. Like, I didn't even send Tony a text today to say, hey, what time are you guys getting tables? I just knew they were going to show up here. And it's true, right? Yeah, so I just want to thank our booster president, Tony, for all the years of service. So yeah, none of this would be possible without them. I'm going to let Tony give some presentations to the parents.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. First, I'd like to also recognize all of our boosters that are here today. Can we give them a round of applause? You do are recognized by other schools without the boosters that you see today. And those are your families, so thank you to your families. Also, they can't do what they do without their leadership team. So all of our committee leads, I'd like to raise your hand so we can give you a special round of applause. Leaders, come on. I'm going to call you out by name. Thank you guys. And now I'd like to call my board up. You guys, come on, stand up. I have where's our secretary? Adam. I just saw him. Mommy's hiding? Oh. Okay. Well, these folks up here, I would not be able to do what I do without them standing at my side and working really hard, late nights, late weekends, just to make sure that you guys have seamless transitions every year. So I'd like to give them a special round of applause. And call to Mrs. Santiago next year. Because I'm still going to be around, so if you're not nice, they're always nice. They're always nice. And I'd like to thank the directors, first of all. You guys completely connected to our play, and you guys are excellent people. I'd like to thank them very much. Don't and congratulations to all of our honor students that we saw last night at the convocation. I heard there were 45% of the seniors were honored last night, so congratulations. And those of you who received the Job Scholarship Award, that holds a special place in my heart because he was my band director. And he was gone too soon, and if you guys knew him, you would have loved him also. So, all right, okay. Thanks for a great season, guys.
All right, so in just a second, we're going to go in reverse order. It'll be seniors. We're just going to essentially make a line right here. The first thing you have to do is you have to check in at the clipboard so we can mark off that you are getting your stoles. Okay. After the seniors will be the juniors, and then we'll take freshmen and sophomores at the same time. For everyone, thank you for a great year. There is still tons of food over there, so please eat up. Don't leave yet, because there's going to be music and a dance battle. But let's get our seniors lined up right here to get their graduation stoles. Thank you all for a great year.
I'm
There, the thing is actually here.
Oh, they're over here?
Yeah, they're getting ready.
Oh, wrong way.
Yes.
All right. Are we ready? All right, starting with the underclassmen. Be polite audiences, please. For the upperclassmen! If you think the underclassmen won, shout real loud.
you think the upper classical band? That's about close.
The upper class